Is it your first time here? If so, here's a little intro to kind of show you what we're all about. So today I am joined by Ramsey.
Hi there. How are you doing today, Dylan?
I'm good. Yourself? So where are you joining us from today?
I'm joining from the Port Charlotte store in Florida, quite a bit away from the Ohio store you're at.
Yeah, I'm in the Boardman store today. So that's about an hour drive for me. So
Is that the one that has the pretzel stand nearby?
So Niles actually has a pretzel stand right next to it, and then Boardman next to us, we have a candy store next to us.
That must be pretty nice.
Yeah, it's like a candy store and a massage place. Two of the weirdest combinations, but
yeah, that is a bit of a strange combination.
It is, but hey, why not, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
eat some candy and get a massage. So, what is it that we're talking about today? Do you know?
Let me see. It looks like we're talking about the lighter pro or the orange tincture.
So I was slowly yes, orange tincture, which comes in a bottle just like that.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool design. It already looks like it. It's refreshing just from the picture.
It's like Florida orange, I think. Is Florida known for oranges?
I don't know. Is it? Yes. It is. Okay.
So that's why it's called Florida orange then.
Got Georgia peach, Florida orange. Jersey's got it.
Well, we do have a little video to kind of go over our orange tincture. Would you like to see it?
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Let's go ahead and play it.
If you're familiar with CBD, you may already know that oils are the best method for long-term relief. All you have to do is hold the desired dosage underneath your tongue and wait 30 to 60 seconds, then swallow the rest. Effects will stick around for anywhere from 24 to 48 hours. Here at Try Healthy, we carry Steel Valley Hemp's oil tinctures. Out of all their amazing topicals, edibles, and vapes, the oils are the most effective when looking to relieve any pain, inflammation, stress, or anxiety. We also understand a lot of our guests aren't too fond of the hempy flavor that comes with CBD oil, so that's why we recommend our Steel Valley Hemp Orange Tincture. With 1,000 milligrams of full-spectrum CBD per bottle and an orange taste so fresh you'd swear you just pulled it from the tree, you can't go wrong here. For any more questions on any of our Steel Valley Hemp oils or any other products, you can always stop in at any one of our wonderful locations or visit us online. And as always, remember to stay healthy with Try Healthy.
Okay, so what store was that little THC no card needed on?
That was actually the Port Charlotte store I'm at right now.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would catch my attention. They'd be like, ooh, I don't need a card.
We're doing good. How are you doing, Stacy?
But yes, Port Charlotte. Yep, Ramsey just said Port Charlotte. So, have you tried the orange tincture?
I have, and it's pretty good. I won't say it covers up the hemp taste completely, but it does a good job of kind of synergizing with it.
So, I've heard, not heard, I've noticed we have these little, as I walk in, run into a wall. That's great. Stations for people that can want to sample.
That's true. They can actually try a free sample of that anytime. All you have to do is ask us, and we'll put it in a little spoon for them.
That way you can determine if the flavor is right for you.
Exactly.
Because I know, I've tried a couple of them. I've tried the vanilla, and so far that's been my favorite, just because vanilla can go with anything if you don't want to just put it in something. But like it said, you just put it under your tongue for what, 30 seconds? Also, hello, free beans.
Speaking of the orange tincture, I actually have some right here in a spoonful, and I'm going to try some live. Let's see how good this is.
Oh, should I do that too then?
Be my guest.
Let me go. Let's see. I'll go grab
pretty
one.
good. It kind of reminds me of orange chicken.
You said orange chicken?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm grabbing a spoon myself. So you just come in. We'll put a little bit in a dropper, drop it on the spoon. As I try not to, yeah.
That's really good. I like it.
There's that. I can't really see it without me wanting to spill it.
That's your favorite flavor, free beans? Well, I'm glad to hear that. You must be a pretty frequent flyer to already have a favorite.
You know, I don't taste that hemp. I just taste orange.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Well, definitely gonna have a little relaxation because CBD is good to help you relax amongst a bunch of other things. Like, what else is CBD tinctures good for?
Well, what's nice is CBD is a natural antimicrobial, so it boosts your immune system. And like, for example, I've even heard this from one of the customers who had this amazing idea. If you have like cold sores or canker sores on the inside of your lip, you could probably swish around some CBD and get those gone in a day.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
See, I wonder if it works because you know how sometimes when you're eating too fast, you bite the inside of your mouth and you're just like, oh, and then it's there for a long time. And you're just like, this needs to go away. This needs to go away.
Mm-hmm.
Wonder if it worked for something like that.
I don't know, but maybe we'll have to set up an experiment to make sure it does.
I'm not biting my cheek on purpose. That hurts.
You just carry around some of the tincture at all times. So when you do bite your cheek, you'll have one there to try it out.
Let's see. Stacy says, I love the cinnamon. Orange is my third.
Yeah,
The
cinnamon is really good.
Cinnamon.
But my personal favorite is the peppermint.
I heard that's good in tea.
I like to just, drop it underneath my tongue.
Everyone bite your cheeks.
I already
Stacey,
have many scars on the inside of my mouth from biting my cheeks so much.
Yeah. But no, like I can't. So here, little story. When I was, a teenager, every teenager does this. And when I say teenager, I say like it was like 19 because you're not really an adult until you hit 20. I drank a lot of Goldschlager, which is very cinnamony.
Mm-hmm.
So now I can no longer do anything that is heavy with cinnamon because it just makes me think of the time that I almost died.
That's almost the same thing happened to me, but it was Fireball.
Mm-hmm.
And I had so I was hanging out with my friend for his birthday, and I had bought some Fireball for the party. And then his dad had a little bit of a problem with alcohol, so he ended up drinking the rest of the bottle.
Oh, no.
But he felt so bad, he bought me a bigger bottle to recompensate me. And me being the 19-year-old kid I thought, okay, this would probably be a good idea to have a few drinks of this with my friend and then go home the next day and drink the rest of it while playing video games with my friends. And I was like about 70% of it left in there, and I did not feel good that night. That's all.
I bet. You probably wanted to puke your guts out.
What was that?
You probably wanted to puke your guts out, didn't you?
Oh, I did. It was a bit more than one.
Let's see. Stacy says, I used to love the gold flakes. See, I always wondered, was it real gold? Like, I was stupid. Everyone's a stupid teenager at one point, but I think it's edible gold.
Well, I believe real gold flakes are edible. So they put them on food every once in a while, like if you go to really fancy restaurants.
I think it's edible gold flake. Actually, we're going to go to Dr. Google really quick. Is gold flakes edible? The gold leaf is a gold product that can be used to decorate food. Gold is considered biologically inherent, meaning it passes through the digestive tract without being absorbed. It is mostly used in desserts, candy making, and is available in sheets and as flakes.
So what I got from that is if you eat gold in your food, you're going to poop gold.
You might. I mean, not to get gross, but have you ever eaten like that Superman ice cream where it's a bunch of different flavors and then gone to the bathroom and it's not normal color?
No, I haven't had that. Though I'm not a big sweets person personally.
Mine's more of a like ice cream, like for my sweets.
Yeah, I have a lot of ice cream in my fridge. I make it last pretty long time because I had my birthday not too long ago, so we like overdid it with the ice cream buying.
Yeah.
We have like a mochi and then just your regular bins of ice cream.
Stacy says in Goldschlager there's 24 karat gold, and if you kept all of them in one bottle, it's $4 worth.
Well, that's $4 saving right there.
So everybody get a strainer if you have Goldschlager and save your gold. So, also, it's Friday, isn't it?
It is Friday.
So what's so special about Friday?
Well, there's a few things. It's the beginning of the weekend. Oh, the most important thing though is that we do an amazing deal on Friday that we like to call Flower Friday, but you can call it whatever you want. You can call it, thank God it's Friday. But
yeah, I'll grab some stuff.
I like the deals personally. What do you think about them?
I think they're good deals. That's why I'm grabbing stuff. So don't mind, my movement.
Oh, it's all good.
Okay,
Free Beans says he loves the cinnamon alcohol.
So Friday, pre-rolls, and these are eighths, right? My math is terrible.
Those are eighths, or you can always just say 3.5 grams.
I'll stick to eighths. Buy one, get one half off, or 10% off of our jars, which is how much is in here?
28 grams or an ounce.
An ounce.
But
which is not a bad deal.
That might look, a little bit scary at first buying an ounce all at once, but if you do the math, that 10% deal, you're actually getting the most bang for your buck right there. And that's some pretty good nugs right there.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely strong. Like as soon as I opened it, it was like, whoo.
It has a very nice flavor. It's very fruity and, earthy, which is what I look for usually in weed.
Stacy says new flower coming in about 2 weeks.
I'm looking forward to testing that out.
Right? It'll be definitely, I think. So do we have a name for this new flower yet? I wonder.
I don't know, but I think we're going to have to, hit the drawing board and get our team together so we can brainstorm a perfect name for those two strains. Oh, one is
Sour Lifter for sure.
I like the name of that.
It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean it's going to be sour?
I hope when I smoke it, it makes me like that sour face,
Yeah. Because I know we do, at least over at Eastwood, we have a couple regulars that'll come in specifically just for flower. Even if it's not on Friday, they'll come in like, oh, can you give me, and I know them now, like, flower, and he's like, yeah, flower.
Well, everyone has their, preferred waves, getting that THC relief. And
mine's edibles.
For a lot of people who are like me or old-fashioned, they like the, good old smoking out of a pipe or smoking out of a bong.
See, Forbidden V or Cakeberry is the other. I kind of like Cakeberry.
I feel like Cakeberry would be good because we already have a forbidden fruit vape, so I don't want to overdo it with that.
That is yeah, I can see that. But yeah, Cakeberry. Seeing Cakeberry, I'm like, ooh, it reminded me of cake, and I'd want to get it.
Yeah, I mean, I could go right now. Who couldn't?
But yeah. Also, what's your guys' weather like today? Because I think we have a weather report.
It's been pretty good, but I'll leave that to the professional to say.
Well, we've all gone through the same weather training, so if we're wrong, we're wrong. But let's go ahead and play the weather intro and then to the video. Hello and good afternoon, everybody. I'm here with your weather. If you're in Northeast Ohio, you're looking at the weather now at 83 degrees with a high of 85 and a low of 61. UV index 7 because we've got all this awesome sunshine for once with nothing besides sunshine and humidity. Humidity sucks, but sunshine's great. Anyway, winds at 5 miles per hour and a sunset at 8:31 tonight. If you are in Southwest Florida, your temperature now is 87, which is also your high. A low of 72, but it's going to feel like 90 all day today until you hit your low. Sorry. UV index is extreme like normal. 11-mile-an-hour winds, sunset at 8:07. If you are interested in any of our products, you can visit any of our 7 wonderful locations, or you can just Google us. We're everywhere. Anyway, have a nice day, everybody. Stacy says 83. Well, man, the weather app that I looked at said 87. So blame the weather app.
I'm certainly glad it's cooler than you said it was, because
Yeah. Well, it says it's supposed to feel like 90 all day.
it was definitely hot on my car ride here.
Doing that weather video, man, I was like sitting out there, I'm like, man, I am already hot, and I've only been out here for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it looked like you had the sun shining right on you.
I was trying to get into like that little wooded area a little bit more, but some of the leaves and the mulch is really high, and I was kind of scared that I was going to step in something.
Well, you got to be careful walking around the woods because there are snakes out there.
Oh, she meant in Ohio, 83. Yes, well, 83, but our UV index right now is crap. Well, it's high, and which means it's humid, and it sucks. I hate the humidity. This is why I miss the Arizona heat, because it is a dry heat, so you can sit under a shady tree and actually cool down.
Well, one thing to consider with the high UV index is you should also make sure you pack your sunscreen with you. No one wants to get sunburned.
Yeah, but sunscreen smells gross.
Yeah, it's a necessary evil.
Oh no, trust me now, like as a mom, I'm like, man, I gotta make sure I have sunscreen on me all the time, and I'll forget it because you can't keep it in the car, because if it gets too hot, then
maybe that would be a good idea for an invention, like a hemp-derived sunscreen that smells better.
Hey, Stacy, did you get that? If you're still there, that could be something, especially being in Florida, and in the summers we get in Ohio, man, like I'll be outside for 5 minutes and I look like a lobster. Thankfully, it turns into a tan afterward.
I know our muscle stick is pretty good to help you with the post-sunscreen burns, so you can recover, but I don't know if it'll help you prevent the sunburn.
Yeah, we are working on after the sun.
Okay.
So like something that, or we were someday.
Well, kind of like an aloe vera thing that you put on when you get sunburn.
Yeah. I mean, we got a lot of stuff going on, so we can't just and then we keep adding stuff, so we got to prioritize, certain things.
I like to think of our business as like one of those guys who's juggling, but instead of balls, we're juggling chainsaws.
Oh god, and it's like chaos.
Yeah. But luckily, we don't have a lot of mistakes going on, so no one gets an arm or leg chopped off.
This is true. So I do have one more video to play for you. Well, 2 more, but this one's the most important one with what's going on for the month of, we're in May, right?
We may be.
Okay. Bad joke right there. So I'm going to go ahead and play that promo.
Alrighty.
This month at Try Healthy, we're switching things up a little bit. For the month of May, when making any purchase of at least $75, we're giving you one of our Try Healthy Bic lighters for free. This is a perfect time to stock up on some of your favorite products and also get a little freebie on the side. We have a wide variety of edibles, smokables, and topicals, so we're sure there's something for you. Just stop into any one of our wonderful locations and talk with a hemp professional about any questions or concerns you may have so they can help you find the right product for you. Don't want to spend $75 but want to light things the Try Healthy way? No worries. You can pick up these limited edition yellow and black Try Healthy lighters for just $2.99. Stop in and get yours today.
Those are some pretty cool lighters. I actually, funnily enough, leaving my house today to get to work, I saw there was one of those on my counter. And I think my mom's taken a liking to lighting her candles with it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mine's in my, I have a van, so I have like one of those center consoles that's right next to me, and there's like 3 different compartments for it. So I have one in my little compartment in my car for, I live in an apartment complex, and I don't need to piss off my neighbors with smell.
So do you usually smoke in your car?
Or outside.
I usually like to smoke outside. I mean, one, because the nature out here is so beautiful. There's so many animals and whatnot, since I live right next to the nature preserve. But then again, also because I don't want my landlords giving me trouble about it smelling like weed or anything inside my house.
Yeah. That makes sense, but yeah, I mean, see, I'm a little too nice because I say I don't want to disturb my neighbors. Yet, never fails. Every morning, we hear from upstairs from a kid that the lady's watching, and my kids don't sleep very well at night. So I'm like, I'll hear them stirring, and I'm like, no. And so I take a broomstick. I'm like, and they'll stop for like 10 seconds and then continue again. And I'm like,
see, that's why it's very important to learn how to tread lightly.
I lived on the 3rd floor, mind you. When I was pregnant with my twins, I still walked quieter than the people above me. So that says something.
I learned how to walk quietly because in the house I was in for like middle school and high school, I had very creaky floorboards. So when I wanted to walk around and not get like someone saying, "Hey, did you do this chore?" I'd walk real quiet.
That definitely makes sense, especially with the creaky floorboards. I lived in a historical house back in Arizona, so you couldn't really do any changes to it, and which I find weird because I come to find out they tore it down and changed it, but we were told we couldn't do anything because it's historical. But it was creaky, so like you could hear when I would open my door, no matter how quiet it was. And I'm like, oh, mom, Dylan. I'm like, no.
Well, see, there's a graph to measure that kind of stuff. They have like on one side you have your historical importance, and on the other side they have the monetary value that they could get tearing it down. And I guess it got to that point where they decided they wanted to tear it down because it was more important than the history of the building.
That definitely makes sense.
Though.
Okay. Right, while you do that, I'll play our social media video. So yeah, we're all over social media, and I'm going to go ahead and play this video so you can find out where we're all at while Ramsey takes care of a customer. Looks like Ramsey's still with the customer. So, all y'all paying attention and watching, what would be your favorite product that you've tried from here, or a product that you have seen that we've shown on our lives that you're curious about? I'll start. My favorite product is our dark chocolate and our chews, which is like a Starburst or Now and Later. I'm not sure what Now and Later is, but that's what they've been compared to. Which, just the awkward silence. See, Stacy says CBG tincture. I've heard great things about that. It is definitely a little bit more on the pricier side, but from what I've heard, it's very worth it. The last week, I think it was, I literally had someone come in and handed me the bottle, and they said they wanted that one. See, Stacy also says Muscle Stick. Muscle Stick is amazing. Not only does it work for like your joints, any pain, it helps, at least my experience, with headaches. Being a mom, I get lots of headaches. Like, kids give you headaches. It is what it is. And you just put a little bit on the temples, across the forehead, and even behind the ears. And within like 30 minutes, the symptoms are non-existent almost. So your favorite product would have to be the coffee, because I tried it recently and I love it. Well, it's good to know, because I've been thinking about trying our coffee because I'm an avid coffee drinker. Let's see. So the CBG is amazing. We take it daily. So would CBG help with gut problems? Because I know that that's what it's advertised for, but I haven't tried it. But getting older, man, the stomach, it does not take to certain foods anymore. It's not fun. And said we eat a bag of popcorn, chocolate popcorn nightly. And then yes to the stomach problem. Okay. I'll definitely be saving some money up for one of those tinctures one of these days. Also, Stacey, you still gotta try caramel popcorn with a whole bar of Delta 8 chocolate melted all over it. It is delicious. You're gonna not want to move after it, but it's delicious. I still need to do the chocolate caramel popcorn with the chocolate popcorn with caramel drizzled all over it. See, gut, mind, glaucoma. Yes, you need to start making recipes and sending. Well, see, the thing when I do my cooking or baking, I just start with a recipe and then make a twist on it. If that makes any sense at all. Because I know baking is kind of like a science. You have to make sure everything is correct. So you do have to start with that base recipe and then go from there. Like the everything but your kitchen sink cookies I made, which was literally Delta 9 dark chocolate, cookies and cream, milk chocolate, a peanut butter nugget melted down, a caramel melted down, and then all put into the cookies and then baked until they were nice and crispy. I did that with a cake too. I remember one of my coworkers saying to his cat, "You know how to call 911, right?" Because that's how much was just in these cookies and cake. Although, Stacey, I think you guys are planning on making a visit, so maybe I will grab some stuff and prepare some stuff for when you guys come down here. That way you can also see the different recipes that come from our product. So, 21st to the 28th. So, let me pull up my calendar. So that'll be what, next weekend, I think? And Ramsey's back.
I'm back. I had a very nice customer.
Those are always great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were talking about AI actually.
AI like that can create things for you.
Yeah, because he works in tech, so I was just telling him about how like I know people who work with us, of course, that have even like are really pushing the limits of what AI can help us do. Like for example, there's AIs that can write code for you and stuff like that, which is insane because that saves so much time.
Yeah, but it's also scary how like AI, have you seen movies? Have you seen iRobot? Have you this is where it starts.
Well, all we have to do is just not give AI a reason to hate us.
I'm just saying, or the new that one video game, Detroit Become Human. Everything has led to this is not going to be a good thing eventually.
I mean, I agree with you in some ways, and I think AI isn't as harmful in some other ways. I just think as long as we don't give AI control over things that are like super important, like weapons, that's when shit gets stupid.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. Like I said, just let's not make the mistakes that you've seen in all the movies and video games that have AI taking control. Yeah. Because that's scary to think about.
Well, here's what we got to do. As long as we just we gotta have our like EMP technology going faster than the technology that we're making that's electronic.
Yeah. I mean, did you see that article? Like, this one dude quit Google because he was scared with how advanced AI is getting.
Well, Google is working on making an AGI, which is a self-thinking AI that doesn't need anyone to teach it or anything like that, that it can just learn from itself.
That's like the number one mistake right there.
But personally, I think Google wants to see the world end, and that's why they're doing that. Because it's profitable for them.
I would like to see my kids grow up. I don't want the world to end.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not profitable for you or me, but for super big corporations like that, where they can control both sides of a war and sell weapons to both sides and, kind of orchestrate that kind of stuff, they're going to make a lot of money.
Yes, unfortunately, this is true.
Yeah, and that's what makes the world go around, unfortunately. There's a lot of people who put money before morals, but you'll never have that over here in Try Healthy, because we always put our morals first.
Stacy says, from Elon, AI is more dangerous than, say, mismanaged aircraft design or production maintenance or bad car production, in the sense that it has the potential, however small, one may regard the probability, but it is non-trivial. It has the potential of civilization destruction.
I mean, yeah, especially if it gets into the wrong hands. You have some crazy dude who says, I want to give this AI control of my nukes. What are you going to do then? When the AI says, logically, if I nuke this, this, and this, then we'll have less people, to feed or whatever like that.
I feel like, I would hope, because apparently they do, like, in all those movies, they develop consciences. It would develop a conscience and be like, no, I'm not doing that.
The best thing that could ever happen is, like, the AI just, like, gets smarter than us and then just says, like, we're leaving. You guys can be fine on your own,
Yeah. Because I'm not, there's no offense to anybody at all, but our planet's kind of stupid right now.
We have a lot of backwards thinking. A lot of people think that certain things are priorities when they're not. The number one priority is, at the end of the day, are you happy? Are you safe? You got a roof over your head? You got your family near you and your friends?
Because, some people... trivial. Yeah, because, some people may complain, like, oh, I'm broke. Well, like you said, do you have a roof over your head? Is there, you may not be extremely happy, but think of all the things that could go, like, if you didn't have a car, or if you didn't have a roof over your head, you'd be even more unhappy.
Yeah, a lot of people equate money with happiness, which is just ultimately untrue. Money doesn't buy you happiness. What buys you happiness is experiences and knowing how to create your own happiness.
Or, in my case, oops, these little nuggets.
Yeah, those would make anyone happy.
But like I said, that's 2 of my 3. My oldest no longer, he thinks he's too good for photos right now because,
I can feel it.
He's already a teenager. But
I've always, given my mom a hard time when she wanted to take pictures of me too when I was a kid.
To get this one.
It's kind of hard to see. You got a glare on your phone.
I'm going to go try this. Well, this photo has a glare, but like he's all happy and huggy.
He looks really sweet. How old is he now?
He'll be 7 in July.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Getting big.
7 going on 17 because he acts like a teenager.
How does he feel about school since he's been in it for a few years?
He likes school. I don't think he likes getting up early.
Yeah, I don't think anyone does.
No. That was me. I liked school. I just wish maybe it started later than what it did.
I think school should work around the student schedules because realistically, not everyone likes to wake up that early. Not everyone likes to go home that early. If someone wants to stay later, why not? Let them.
Maybe offer like daytime classes and then evening classes for those. Like myself, I have insomnia. And that's why I hate getting up early.
Mm-hmm.
So, night classes would have been more beneficial to me than, waking up at 7 o'clock and making sure I'm at school by 8 o'clock.
Yeah, and then logically, people like you who are more night owls than, daytimers, you can have like a society built around where you have people working during the day and you have people working during the night, and the people working during the night want to work during the night, and the people who are working during the day want to work during the day, rather than people working jobs they hate.
Thankfully I have a job I don't hate. I've had jobs that I've hated, and I'm not going to lie. I have previous jobs. There have been times where I called off and used an excuse, I don't feel good. the times I've called off here, I've legitimately either not felt good or when that time my daughter was in the hospital for half a week and she's 3. I wasn't going to leave her in the hospital by herself.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I couldn't leave the room without her crying.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good way to tell like if someone actually likes their job is if they're just, taking their job seriously. If they, go into work and they're actually wanting their company to be successful, then they probably have a pretty good job.
Yeah.
Which is
Freebing says they have a school like that, and he went to one.
I never knew that. I mean, I know like colleges and stuff like that, but I didn't know they had those kind of schools for kids.
Yeah, like I do like that. With like, they should probably do like college way. Like, oh, this is when you have classes, and you get to pick your classes. I mean, I know in high school you get to pick your classes, but you don't get to pick what time you go to them.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
So, but I think we've been rambling off topic for a good now 6 minutes. So,
you want to get back on topic?
I mean, we've already covered everything. So, I mean, I know we were having good conversation, but I do know we both have some stuff we need to get to work-wise. And
that's probably true.
So, but, thank you for joining me. And, everybody who tuned in, thanks for joining us. We had a great stream.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So, and I will talk to everyone later.
Peace out.